I'm Matthew Malcolm with Pacific Nut Producer Magazine, reporting to you from Tulare, California. I'm here with Brian Watte, a pistachio grower and chairman of the American Pistachio Growers Board, and wanted to talk about the weather impact on the pistachio crop this year. We've had a lot of late season rains and apparently some hailstorms in some areas of the valley. Could you tell us about it?
Yeah, well, in our area here, we're west of Tulare a few miles. We've dodged most all the hailstorms, but not too far west of here, there's just this last Sunday, pretty big hailstorm and knocked a lot of nuts on the ground and ruined some cotton and tomatoes. And anyway, we've dodged a bullet here. In general, you know, we love the rain, but here we are late May, and we just soon the rain taper off so we can go about our regular orchard duties that we need to do, weed control and so forth. But overall, of course, the rain is great and we need it. The main thing we have, of course, is a beautiful snowpack.
Yeah, so, I mean, all in all, despite some of the setbacks that we might have, the rain is definitely a welcome thing, especially after so many years of drought in the past. What kind of things have been set back, though, this year that might impact your pest management practices?
Just getting in the fields with a ground rig to do any spraying that if you needed to do any, which most of us by now would come in with for sure a fungicide after these rains, and maybe if you had some bugs. So you might have delayed that, excuse me, or had to put it on by aircraft. But nothing too serious. The majority of our important spraying operations will happen from here between now and harvest. So all in all, we're real happy with the rain. It just kind of bunches up our work a little bit and changes our schedule up. But we worked around it, and everything's going along fairly well.
Right, in those areas that did get impacted by the hail, there was some pistachio crop loss, right?
Yes, I've seen some pictures. I haven't seen it firsthand yet, but yeah, it was pretty ugly. It's just beautiful pistachios on the ground underneath the tree, look like a green carpet. It's it's going to be I'm sure in places, in just a few places, it'll probably be a total loss.
Right. Hopefully it was an on year for those folks, because you were mentioning here earlier today that your guys are having an off year here in this orchard. As far as the rains go, irrigation is not going to be as much of a problem in the, have you guys irrigated this season?
Oh, certainly. Yeah. You'd have to have a literal flood before you wouldn't have irrigated to this point yet. And we water run our fertilizers through the drip irrigation, so certainly we've done that, given that a couple of small irrigations to get the fertilizer going, and get the trees off and running. So yes, we've definitely irrigated. And to that point, this winter when we did have some extra water from the irrigation districts, we where we normally run drip, we put up some levees and we flooded the trees, give them a little extra drink of water and get that water table filled up for the long summer.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the update. Read more about these things in Pacific Nut Producer Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.